Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this free video, this is short and sweet, gang. We're going to stay the course. So staying the course means that when the market's panicked, about the worst thing you can do is panic with the panic and join the zombie horde. And these are those times when you know you're not over allocated or over committed on any positions. You still have capital reserves. You can still be opportunistic. Like we were on Monday with names like McDonald's, names like Starbucks. Also, even, this isn't moving anywhere yet, but shorts on FXE. So we got opportunistic in a number of places. Coke was one of them. Costco was another one that came up. Home Depot. So, you look at heavily weighted names within the broader averages, still very much a part of the futures mindset. As I like to remind my futures traders in the room, there's no such thing as a NASDAQ. There's no such thing as a Dow. There's no such thing as an S&P. If you were to order that from Amazon tomorrow, you'd get a box delivered to your door, crack that box open, and you'd find a bunch of stocks within them. So when you are trading the index futures, you are trading stocks, a collection of weighted stocks and also sectors. So we want to think like that when we're entering these, and we want to be opportunistic in that way. Now, when I say stay the course, gang, yesterday in the free video, I mentioned that we kind of return to what I call the scene of the crime. When we get a big move like this, there's some shenanigans going on, right? What do we have? Tweets that escalated the trade war narrative, Chinese yuan devaluation, and when things are going bad, the market just finds more reason to find disappointing things. And add to that the third element of Monday's sell-off, the yield curve inversions, which are not new, but again, when you're in a bad mood and something worse happens, it just exacerbates the whole thing. Sometimes it's not technicals, gang. It's straight up psychology. We rebounded from that. We're kind of in an inside candle today, waiting to see what's next. What's next? Well, let's face it. If we, invert worse, does the market freak out? Probably not. We've already seen a lot of ratcheting up of the trade war narrative, so that's not going to be as shocking. By the way, another thing that was a major shock was that Chinese yuan devaluation. And let me show you here. All right, here's the chart. How come we're not hearing panic? How come the equity markets are higher today? This is how ridiculous it is to think about that, we're selling off because of devaluation. We sold off because of shock. Now that the shock is known, notice we headed higher. No big sell-off in the equities throughout the day. So remember, if we're not shocked in a more significant way, the market's just not going to keep selling off. We haven't heard from the Federal Reserve. That's one group that can certainly get us to the upper end of what I will treat as an overbought resistance level. I am not looking for a brand new uptrend, gang. I'm just looking for this market to do what choppy markets do, which is just go back and forth within their range. Now we know what the bottom of the range is, and there's the top, and I'm looking for the market to revisit that. I'd like to get flat up here, reevaluate, and then rebuild my book. Right now the book is up. After the slight sell-off into the close, it's up still about 77%. And by the way, for those of you that did not catch yesterday's webinar, you can head on over to simplertrading.com/trend replay, okay? And you can catch, this ran about an hour and 15 minutes, including Q&A. I do have a class coming up on August the 17th, where I talk about how my husband, who's a complete newbie, grew his account 10K to currently about 17.7, I think. He touched 18.1 earlier, but it didn't stay up there. So I just look at the closing price. So that's since May the 30th, okay? May the 30th, end of May. So if you want to see how we did that, the math behind that, what we're calling market money math, check out the replay. You'll get an idea of what we're doing, and then you can join us for the class on the 17th. All right? Okay, gang, enjoy your weekend. I'm still looking for some upside in this market. We took profits, by the way, on Abbott and American Express today. So let's see what else is moving next week, and I'll see you in the next update.